Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, not it. No, that's
Hi, I'm Carin Weiss-Krolikowski, co-founder and partner at firmTRAK Solutions. I'm joined by my other two partners, Ryan Oltman and Richard Marble. And we want to talk a little bit today about re-registering your DBA in the state of Delaware. Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, you may have seen this article floating around, and it says as of June 2nd, Delaware trade name registrations will be filed in a new registration portal in the state of Delaware. And what I did is I saw that and I thought, oh, any formations formed in Delaware have to re-register in a system, but there's a subtle distinction there. It's not all formations. It's just people who have a trade name or are doing business as name in Delaware and are currently conducting business in Delaware. So there's a subtle distinction there, and you're not required for everybody who has formed there to re-register. And I think that's important to kind of just do a quick chat about it and let people know about the distinction so they don't do what I did, because I know a lot of people are registered there for their formation in Delaware because of all the advantages. Rich, what did you see about this that you kind of stuck out to you?
From my perspective, Delaware is very popular for organization of businesses because the only thing that you have to provide in Delaware is the entity name, a registered agent, and then the organizer of the entity. So you do not have to provide any personal identification, even managers, owners, corporate shareholders. You don't have to provide that in Delaware. So what this means, and I think this went into effect June 2nd of this year, is now you have to think about it. Anybody that's conducting business in Delaware, 99% of those businesses likely have DBAs because of the anonymity that Delaware provides. So if you're a business, and it doesn't matter if you're solely in Delaware or you provide services in Delaware, I think that this law is going to require you to now disclose and re-register your DBA, which is likely going to provide more information to the state, which you're trying to kind of keep private, if you will.
Yep, and the genesis for them is because I believe, Carin, right? They said in the past, the previous process for registering your DBA was by county. Is that correct?
That is correct. Even if you are organized, if your entity was organized in Delaware and you are using a DBA, so we'll just say ABC company doing business as, DFE company, then you were required to register your DBA in every county. What Delaware is doing now is they're saying you can just do one blanket registration for your DBA. But again, this only applies to companies doing business in Delaware, organized in Delaware with a doing business as, and not the entity proper name.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think that this is possibly part of potentially a growing trend of these states and the federal agencies to provide additional and obtain additional information from us. If we think back, the act, the Beneficial Ownership Interest Act, that required each of the businesses to provide yet more information to the Treasury. This is just another layer of reporting that the states are going to continue to put the screws on small businesses relative to their operations, ownership, and destroying quite a bit of the anonymity that businesses should provide from liability protection, and also just anonymity from business operations in your normal day-to-day life. So it's troublesome, as you see more and more of this type of regulation, but I think we're kind of stuck with it in this digital age.
And one last thing I want to say, it is first come, first serve. So we're already in September. So if this applies to you, you need to register your name or you might lose it, or instead of DEF, you might be GHI.
All right.
So you might have to update. So that's it from us from firmTRAK. Reach out to us, leave a comment, visit our website at firmTRAK.com. Let us know what you think, and we'll be back at another time.